Hey guys, it's AK47 Master here, back with another episode of Sonic Adventure 2, and the reason why I'm starting at the one-player screen is because I believe we have a cutscene leading into what is going to be the final part of the Dark Side story. And we're just hitting part 20, so wow, we're already done with both stories.
Darn! Why do they always leave a sweet little innocent girl like me alone?
Well, well, young lady. Is there something I can help you with?
Mr. Eggman!
If you value your life, you will tell me where Sonic and Tails are.
Okay, and for the purposes of time, we are going to skip this cutscene because we already seen it. Pretty much where Sonic gives the fake emerald to Eggman, and Eggman figures it out because of stupid Tails. So, we got the rival battle against Tails. And again, since I'm doing this live, I will do it. I mean, I didn't take the battle against Knuckles just because I couldn't capture it, and you know, we already did it before. Well, we did the alternative of it. So to me, it wasn't that big of a deal. Same deal here. Pretty, one of the more tougher rival battles, if not the toughest in my opinion, in this entire game, just because of the sheer fact that it's kind of tough. It actually is sort of a challenge, unless you're like a gamer from the 80s or early 90s and play games like Battletoads and like Ninja Gaiden, which are considered to be some of the most hard and difficult games of all time, but some of the best as well. And that's the thing. A lot of times people confuse a bad game for a tough game or a hard game. Just because a game is challenging doesn't mean that it should lose points. Like, that's, in my opinion, is a good thing. I wish game developers would do that more often. Just make more difficult, games, but at the same time make it enjoyable and fun experience to play. And with that, we are pretty much done. Wow, we actually did it under a minute, like most of the other rival battles. So yeah. Pretty nice.
I guess he was just a regular hedgehog after all.
Legend has it when all 7 Chaos Emeralds are collected, the power creates a miracle. I have 6 of them. They're mine. All mine.
I don't think so.
Shadow.
So that was your plan from the very beginning, huh? Or was it a direct order from the president? Now I know who you are. You're that government spy, Rouge the Bat, aren't you?
So you did your homework, is that it? I would say that's an invasion of privacy.
I could say the same thing about you.
Looks like things aren't quite going your way. But since my job was done, I thought it was time to take what's mine and get out of this place.
You are one pathetic creature.
Look who's talking. What about you? Here are the results of the research project called the Ultimate Life Form. But if this picture is of the real ultimate life form named Shadow, then exactly who or what is standing in front of me?
This is Dr. Eggman. I have found all 7 Chaos Emeralds. Check. Someone is trying to get me with Eclipse Cannon. There's not much time left before the cannon fires again. Can you get over there?
If you want to live, leave the Chaos Emeralds where they are. The fake emerald is good enough for you.
Do you actually believe that you're the real Shadow?
No
Even
doubt.
your memories might not be real, you know?
Even if my memories are not real, it's still me, Shadow. And I will fulfill my promise to Maria. That's the only thing that matters to me now.
And with that second to last cutscene for the Dark Story, pretty much sets up like the paradox, the mystery, the enigma of this entire game. Is Shadow truly the ultimate life form? Is he not a scientific mistake? Was he truly meant to be the ultimate life form? Who knows? Because as you saw, that looked to be like some type of mechanical dinosaur or lizard that was also named Shadow. So is Shadow just a failure or a prototype? Who knows? Not Shadow doesn't even know. Anyways, starting off the final level of the Dark Side story. Final Chase, again, with the theme of having final in their final stages in terms of 3D Sonic games. This story's no different. And it's very similar to Final Rush, except it has these cool little gravity, well, not little, these things are pretty large, pretty hefty if you ask me. These little rotating gravity, I still call them little, whatever. These, no, screw you, man, you're not getting me. Oh, he got me anyways. But anyway, I'm super spazzy today, if you notice. But yeah, what the heck, man? I can't even get 3 seconds or 4 seconds out without dying. Whatever. Okay, we got some rings, so you definitely can't die now. But anyways, these big gravity spiral objects, I guess you'd call them. Basically, you just run across them, and you don't have to do anything special on the control stick. You just run normally, and no, stop hitting me. Just run normally, and it will do the job for you. It's actually kind of cool when you run across these. I don't know, it's sort of addicting to me to rotate around these things. I personally find them pretty enjoyable, especially since they work so seamlessly. You'd think that something like this would actually be kind of difficult to get to work out. I mean, like, for example, I remember when you first saw, wow, that did nothing. I thought that would lead to a secret area. There is a secret area and a secret item that you can get in this stage. I believe I remember how to get it. It's Shadow's Mystic Melody, I believe, which is something that you use to get the Hidden Chow, to do the Hidden Chow missions. You need the secret melody pretty much because it gives you hints on how to do it. And if I remember how to do it, I will definitely show you guys. But I think that was it. I think we had to go over there to get it, but oh well. And as you can see, they're getting a little wise with us, trying to catch us with those electrical fields. And those actually did, I believe, appear in Sonic Galaxy, which is pretty, sorry about that. Those also appeared in Sonic Galaxy, which is, or Mario Galaxy, which is kinda cool, that I actually did that. And kind of funny because I remember when Sonic Colors came out, and everyone was relating it or making similarities to Mario Galaxy because it was so similar in terms of the color palette and the idea and general environments, the space-related environments. But hey, Sonic was doing that first in Sonic Adventure 2 with things like the freaking electric fields. Those actually do appear, I can tell you right now, they do appear in Battle Rock Galaxy, I believe it's called. One of those galaxies. The one with a really cool kind of like adventurous theme. And it's funny that I'm talking about Sonic Galaxy because that actually will be my next Let's Play. I know, you heard it first here, folks. It is my next Let's Play. And here's Mystic Melody. There you go. That's how you get it. And then, whenever you see these statues, I'm sure you guys seen them plenty of times while playing the game or while watching this. You just play a little flute, and different things happen. Like, for example, in this case, it's a portal. Other cases, it'll be a light dash ring set. You know what I mean? When you light dash across rings, sometimes it'll do that on purpose. It wants to give you little extras and specials. So there you go. There's a little secret item there for you if you're curious. I never got the power-up for Rouge, for the water, for breathing underwater infinitely, which I kind of feel bad for because I actually said I would try to do it, but I do not know how to do it. I believe I had to get it in... What level did she actually go in water? I know the egg chamber, I think this is the only one where she actually noticeably went in water, or could go in water, so maybe that was the one that you could actually get it in? I'm not completely sure. And this is some really cool platforming, especially for the time, back in like 2001. That was some really cool platforming to do right there, where there is no platform, you just go sideways onto those pillars. I don't know, this level is really cool, and I personally like it. And right here, perfect example. Look at this. We're literally flying, or falling down. We can't fly. We can't fly, but we're falling down those little platforms. This level is really cool. It's really, really fun. And unfortunately, there's not many chances where you could take shortcuts, at least ones that I'm aware of. Oh, watch out for that electric field under there. You might not be able to see that too well. There's not that many. Actually, this might be it. I was gonna say there's not there are many chances to do any grinding or rail shortcuts. You know what I mean? When you jump down and there's a rail directly below you, like there was in Final Rush. I believe that it was there a couple of times. Is that a grind? I think that was a grind area. Pretty cool. But yeah. And with that, we should almost be done because this level is actually not as long as Final Rush. From what I can remember as a child, it wasn't that long. And funny thing is, I actually never defeated the hero story as a child. I actually did not defeat it until I was like 14, 13, which in my case, you know, I guess you could say that's kind of still a child. But granted, I got this game when I was like 7 on the GameCube, and this is the same disc of when I originally got it. I remember it was at Best Buy. It was like near the ocean or the sea in Brooklyn, and I actually had gotten it back when I first got my GameCube. This was my first real game I purchased for the GameCube that my parents didn't get me for Christmas, or the Zelda promo disc that came with it. And man, what did I ever do with that disc? If you guys ever got a GameCube in 2003 or right before Wind Waker came out, the Christmas before or the Christmas of when Wind Waker was released in 2003, Nintendo did this really cool promo thing. And oh, I always get caught up there. Nintendo did this really cool promo thing, and I gotta get off here. There we go. Where they gave you a promotional disc for Wind Waker. It had a 20-minute demo of Wind Waker, and it also had the first Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask. I always thought that was really, really cool of them to do. And with that, we are done with Final Chase. Okay, now on to the semi-final battle against our rival.
You never cease to surprise me, Blue Hedgehog.